King show where we break down the, I don't know, we'll go top 10 at each position maybe. I'm not sure how deep we're going to go to each position, but we're going to rank rest of season, ROS, rest of season rankings from week 8 on, as if you were drafting today. So that means we're going to look at who's going to be the number 1 quarterback, who's going to be the number 1 running back. Will it be Christian McCaffrey right away? What's up, Mark Cleveland in the house? What's up, Noah? Noah, first one in the building. Mark second, Nick third, William fourth, Double A is next, then Dylan, then Michael, then TP, then Martin 23. What's up, Martin? Martin and I just got off a HeySmitty.com phone call not too long ago, huh, Martin? Jay, Dylan, wipe your feet, says Michael. What's up, Ugly? George, glad to see all of you here. Jeff, Xavier, let's get to the ranking, shall we? Let's first get into the news, I guess. Talk about any breaking news that might be developing as we speak, heading into week 8. And we've got Jonathan Taylor popping up on the news here. Not a big thing, just talking about his carries on RotoWorld. But I wanted to say that Jonathan Taylor is one of the best buy low players. Let me put this on the screen for the people in the back. This dude is going to, I think, be very, very hard. I mean, where's my graphic? Buy low JT. Buy low on Lamar. Buy low on Josh Allen. Buy low on J.K. Dobbins. These are, I think, if I had to pinpoint a grip of players that I think you need to go get before this week transpires. Before it transpires, you need to go get JP, go get JT, Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, J.K. Dobbins. I said for weeks to go get Lockett. I said go get DJ Moore. I did say bench Deontay. So let's not do too much patting on the back, Smitty. I did get Deontay wrong. But I do think that these are the 4. If I had to pinpoint them down to 4 players, it would be JT, Lamar, Josh Allen, J.K. Dobbins. Chark is on a bye, but of course I love Chark. Hasty's a great pickup, Nick. Wipe your feet at the door, says JC. Hide this week, says Mag. Hide Hasty. Let's talk about Hyde and Hasty. Hyde and Hasty. If I had to pick between those two, I'm going to go Hasty. The Hast Master. I think San Fran's just capable of making anybody an elite running back. DJ Chark has been trash for you, Nitro. He's been hurt. He's also had Minshew not doing very well. Hasty's the play. If I had to go Hasty or Carlos Hyde, I would go Hasty. I think Hasty's going to be pretty darn good. I think we saw Jeff Wilson become the number 1 fantasy football player in week 7. And it's because they run the hell out of the running backs. I don't see any reason why Hasty can't be the next man up. The next guy they commit to in intervals. And he has 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. It could definitely happen. Is Claypool Clay Poop? No, Claypool's good. Mike Evans, buy low, absolutely Nitro, especially with Godwin out maybe at least 1 week, but maybe longer. James says Evans is a bum. Well, James, you know what? I'll take him. Hold my beer. I'll trade low on Evans because I'm not having to draft him in the 2nd round or 3rd round, bro. I'm taking him at probably like what's equivalent to 4th round value of drafting today. Hunt or Gibson in Dynasty. I'm leaning Hunt. I like Gibson a lot. I don't know how I feel about Gibson long term. And I know a lot of people are going to say, wait a minute, you like Gibson this year. I do like Gibson this year. I do like him in Dynasty. You're just asking me between two players that I like a lot. I like both of them. I still want to see Gibson do it for a while, because far too often you have these running backs that are like slash type players not make it in the NFL for the long term. Look at Reggie Bush. Look at other players like him. It's hard to be an elite running back for 4, 5, 6 years in the NFL level. When you're talking about Dynasty, you're talking about, you want a running back that's going to at least last you 3, 4 years. Freeman or J.K. Dobbins? I go J.K. Let's get through some of the news. But I think Jonathan Taylor, I wanted to mention JT, get him up on the board so that everybody knew he was a must-buy right now before Week 8. Lamar, JT, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen, and J.K. Dobbins. Those are my boys. Should I do this trade? You get Mostert, Hollywood, and Lamb. You give up Gibson and Judy. You have Taylor and Kamara, Hill, Ridley. You get Mostert and no, don't give up Gibson. You don't know what's gonna happen with Mostert, man. Ronaldo says, Smitty, AB. AB could be a high-end wide receiver too right away. So let's get to the news. Julio Jones limited. Let me take screenshots of these bad boys and put them on the screen for you all so you can see what I'm talking about. Julio Jones. Screenshot, doing it live. I think I got a super chat. Where are my super chats? There we go. Okay. Super chat first. Derek, thank you for the super chat. Where's my button? Should I drop Justin Jackson or for Hasty?
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
I would definitely drop Jackson for Hasty, man. And I'd probably start Hasty over a lot of players this week. He's good. He's fantastic. Ridley, season. Attaboy. Joshua Kelly or JK? I go JK. I'm not sold on Kelly anymore. Lamar or Josh Allen rest of season? You're going to find out because we're going to do rankings in a second. Julio Jones was limited in Tuesday's practice with a hip issue. I think he'll be probably okay, but we'll have to check in on the man and see how he's doing as the week unfolds. So don't get too comfortable with him in your lineup, but definitely, plan on having him. Don't take him out yet. Just kind of have your finger hovering over that submit button. Don't go into the mall or to the movie theater like you go to the movies anymore, and not check the news right before you leave him in your lineup though. Look at this big man. Christian McCaffrey ankle will be ready for Thursday's game, or is hopeful that McCaffrey will be ready for Thursday's game against the Falcons. This is crazy because we may not have Julio, we may not have McCaffrey, or we could have both. I just can't imagine them throwing him in this week, but damn. I have McCaffrey. I have a lot of McCaffrey shares. So I'm pretty excited that I get McCaffrey back in like 7 out of my 20, or no, my 18, 19 leagues. I think I have him in like 6 or 7 of my leagues. I'm excited I get CMC back. Most of those leagues I own Mike Davis though. So I've been pretty happy. I've been doing pretty well. Patricia with the super chat. Patricia, thank you. Having problems with bye players this week. I need a running back and a flex. I got J.K. Dobbins, Hasty, Rashard Higgins. What other names can I go for? Patricia, I honestly, Carlos Hyde. Make sure J.K. Dobbins isn't floating around out there. Zach Moss. There's some good options, but if you've got Hasty, you got to play him, bro. And monitor Mark Ingram, because if Mark Ingram's out, suffer setbacks. Let's pull up Mark Ingram. I know he's banged up, but I want to see if he's out. Marcus Ingram reports Ingram has been diagnosed with a mid-high ankle sprain, but isn't considered severe. He's been diagnosed with a high ankle sprain. It's not severe. Don't worry about it. If J.K. Dobbins gets the start, or even 60% of the work, he's going to go off. And he's going to give people a little taste of what he's capable of. And I think he's one of the best grab and holds, maybe play this week, potential running back, top 10 running backs hiding in roster and on benches right now. I think this guy is one of the most exciting guys hiding on benches that has top 10 running back potential. There are not a lot of running backs right now that have top 10 potential that aren't even in the spotlight right now, but I think J.K. Dobbins is one of the last ones. I love Lamar, buy low on Lamar. Mike Evans for Lamar. Depends on your needs, but if you need a quarterback really bad, you lost Dak, I would do that. Martin 23 says Ingram will be out. I think that's definitely a possibility. Or Lamar Jackson or Bridge over Teddy Waters. Come on, man. Lamar. Did I miss a super chat? Trisho. Justin. I think I'm caught up. Here we go. Another super chat. Ryan.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
I have running backs Kamara, Jacobs, JT Hunt. Wide receivers are MT, Boyd, AB, Hollywood. The Zeke owner wants to trade me Zeke and DK for Jacobs and Hunt. I take Zeke and DK over Jacobs and Hunt. I take the gamble on Zeke when you're giving me DK over Hunt. I like Hunt a lot, but Chubb will come back, and Hunt was drafted in 5th to 7th round value ranges. When I said Hunt would win you a league, Hunt's doing his part right now. Hunt was still playing like a top 10 running back when Chubb was on a roster, and I think Chubb will, when he comes back, still not be ready to go full go. Hunt's going to be used a ton. Hunt's not going anywhere, but DK Metcalf is locked and loaded, especially if it's PPR, in the top 12 overall. Hunt could dance around top 12, fall out, dance around it. He's still going to win you a league, that kind of upside from where you drafted him, but that doesn't mean DK can't be more valuable. So I take Zeke over Jacobs if the difference is DK, and yeah, I like it. You could argue it either way, but I like it. Dynasty, Josh Allen or Lamar? You got to go Josh Allen because Lamar's a running quarterback. He'll probably get hurt at some point. And it will be one of those injuries that sets him back like a year and a half, and then will he ever be the same? I don't know. Taylor says, thanks for the input, good channel. Thank you, pal. Michael Thomas trade value, what's he worth? You got to sell Mike Thomas at first round type value, or you don't sell him. You've waited this long, or you've acquired him and you were smart. You don't sell him now unless you're getting top 12 overall value. And Lamar, this question over here from Taylor. Taylor, it's Jackson, bro. You don't hesitate. Derek with a super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
QBs, Tannehill, Matt Ryan, running backs, Cook, Eckler. Sorry about Eckler. Madison. Sorry, Madison crapped the bed when he had an opportunity. Don't give up on him. He's still very, very good. Don't listen to the noise where if you don't do anything one time, you're done. You're dead to everybody. Jackson, Boston Scott, Mike Davis at a boy, Tyreek Hill. Derek, did you get Mike Davis? You don't have to just say yes just to make me feel good, but because of the show, I'm just curious because I told everybody to drop every dollar you had in your fab dollars on that guy. He's been a league winner. Cole Beasley, CD Lamb, Ridley Hill, Tanyan. So I don't know. What do you do here? I think if you could trade for Lamar, I'd love it. If you could somehow find a way to get Lamar without giving up Ridley, without giving up Hill, without giving up Cook. If you could give up Eckler for Lamar. If this owner has a quarterback they've been dying to get into their lineup and they keep starting Lamar and they're disappointed, strike. Go get Lamar. I don't trade Hill. I don't trade Ridley. I don't trade Cook. You need to have Madison. But at this point, I mean, you could roll the dice without him, but he'd be secure. I know he crapped the bed when he got the opportunity, but still give him a chance. He's a super handcuff. I like this team, man. I try and get Lamar. Try and get Josh Allen. Some people are so mad about him not doing big things last week. They're willing to trade him lower than they should. I love Josh Allen, man. Allen's a beast. Super chats all around.
Thank you for the super chat.
Brandon,
Have another?
would you rather have Josh Jacobs, JT, Clyde rest of season? Are you worried about Dalvin with the Vikings record being potential tanking? No, I'm not worried about Cook. If I had to rank these guys moving forward, I would go, believe it or not, Clyde, Jacobs, JT, but JT could have something to say about that. JT could change my mind. I'm really excited about buying JT low heading into this week. The window should close this week. If it doesn't, I'll be talking about him next week. But I really like JT. Thank you for the super chat. Cut Gallup or Ayuk, Aguilar, Miller, or Higgins. For Ayuk, Aguilar, Miller, or Higgins. I probably cut Gallup for Higgins, man, at this point. It's so sad to say. Hit the thumbs up on your way in the door, please. Support the show. I appreciate all of you. We're almost at 6K. I can't believe it. It's awesome. You guys rock, man. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get to 6K quickly. Let's try and do it on the show. But man, we've been growing so fast, so quick. I can't thank you guys enough. It's been kind of unreal how fast we've grown, and our lives are crazy. We had some huge lives last year, and I think consistently we've had more people on constantly. But I think we had like 800 people in one of those lives in September. But we constantly have between 1 and like 300 in here, and I just can't thank you enough. I appreciate all of you. Keep it up. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Damon Moneyballs Clayton says, some people say I lost. Most say I won. Draft non-PPR. Sent my Melvin Gordon and Julio to get Zeke. I'm okay with that gamble, man. I mean, I'd be okay with you going and getting Zeke as well. I mean, Julio as well. If you traded Zeke for Julio, I could get behind that. If you trade Julio for Zeke, I can get behind that. Melvin Gordon, you know, I think you could have done it maybe straight up, but I don't think you lost that bad. Your running backs are Christian McCaffrey, Zeke, and Aaron Jones. Your wide receivers are Adams and Golladay. You have nothing to worry about. You had the depth to make the move you wanted to make, get the guy that you wanted to get. Daniel, thank you for the super chat again. I go Higgins, but it's close. I wouldn't be shocked if Gallup somehow found value, and we'll see how this backup quarterback is in Dallas in week 8. Maybe he's the next Kurt Warner. Maybe we will come back to this clip and we'll laugh because where's my camera? This camera. What if let's cut this because this is how it always happens. What if the Dallas quarterback's the next Kurt Warner? Now we have that to clip it just in case this dude comes out lights out. Everyone in my fantasy draft back in whatever year that was when Kurt Warner, it was the preseason, Trent Green went down. Kurt Warner was going to come in and start week 1. And we were drafting and we go, the 1.01 is, and somebody in the back of my draft goes, Kurt Warner! And we all just started laughing really hard, and it was like the biggest joke in the world. You never know. You never, ever, ever know. You think you know. You think that DiNucci, how do you even say his name? You think that DiNucci is a bum. You know he's a bum. You know he can't be the next Kurt Warner. You don't know. I'm not saying he is. Don't clip this and pretend I'm saying it. I'm just saying you don't know. You don't know. No one knew Kurt Warner was coming. Not even Kurt Warner knew. His manager at the grocery store didn't know when Kurt Warner was bagging groceries a couple weeks prior that he was going to come in and be probably the best fantasy football quarterback ever. He didn't know that. No one knew it. Oh man, Kurt Warner is one of the best ever in fantasy football history. Like, just what a great story. I love Kurt Warner, man. He was so good. Where do you rank Zeke, Jacobs, Hunt, Clyde, JT, Sanders rest of season? That's a lot. I'm gonna go Clyde, barely Zeke. I almost want to put Jacobs ahead of Zeke right now. Hunt, JT, Hunt. I could swap those, and then Sanders last. Only because I don't trust him. I don't trust the team. I don't trust his health. Mixon is great. We know this, says Matt. I don't know this, Matt. Mixon's a good talent, but you know, and you can't say Drake isn't disappointed. I busted on Drake. I have no excuse. I can't give you the well, if he didn't get hurt. That was part of the argument against Drake. So, you know,
take a lap. Take a lap.
It happens. I'm not going to hit everything. Drake is a take a lap for me. Doesn't matter how it happened. Doesn't matter if I feel like the talent was there. It doesn't matter. Drake busted. He busted. It happens. But one thing I did say over and over all freaking off season long is that if you draft Drake, you must draft Edmonds. He is a super handcuff. So if you drafted Drake on my instruction, you should have also drafted Edmonds, so you probably will be fine. If you just got Drake, I can't help you there. But Smirty stopped acting. What? Is somebody in here named Smirty, or are you talking to me? Trade Zeke for Goat Gibson. We can't call Gibson the GOAT yet, bro. And no, you keep Zeke, in my opinion. Noah dropped some donations. Let me see. Okay, let me get to these super chats real quick. So, thank you, Parker, for the super chat. I appreciate
Thank you for the super chat.
Matt.
May I have another?
My team is Mahomes, Cook, Gordon, Swift, Jackson, Adams, Galladay, AJ Brown, Boyd, Hollywood, Jefferson, Waller. I think I need a better running back too. Who do I trade for? So you have Mahomes, Cook, Gordon, Swift, Adams, Galladay. I love Adams, Galladay, Brown. Don't touch that. Trade Boyd on the high. You could trade Boyd. Keep Waller. You won't get enough for him. Swift and Boyd for a Clyde. A Clydey boy. You could go Boyd and Jackson for JT. Buy JT now. Now. Do it now. I like your team though, man. And I'm okay with Swift as your running back too versus destroying what you got going on at wide receiver and quarterback and running back one. Don't do anything foolish to try and you're trying to fill a hole in your boat, and that hole being, in your opinion, Swift, and you're going to puncture two other holes in your boat trying to fix that hole. Don't get crazy. Sometimes the best move is no move, Matt. But I would certainly try and package Boyd and Swift for one better running back. And it better be a running back like 10 to 15 draft slots in your mind higher than where you draft Swift. So Taylor could be that player. Jacobs would definitely qualify. Don't get anybody that's right where Swift is and just give away Boyd. Boyd's a good, powerful bargaining chip to have. Damon Moneyball says, send me Clyde. Guys sent you Clyde and Gronk for your Zeke. Gronk's not a huge addition, but I'd probably take Clyde, bro. I like Clyde more. Steven with a super chat. I think I'm caught up above that, Gronk. Okay. Outlaw. Thank you, Outlaw. What are we ranking? We're ranking in just 1 second. Steven says, Allen, Josh Allen, Kamara, Mixon, J-Rob, Gibson, Kelly, Moss, Higgins, Chark, Chenault, Odell Beckham Jr., RIP, 3 and 4, PPR. Do I trade for, let's see. I would trade, I don't think you're going to get anything for Mixon. I don't trade J-Rob unless you're getting somebody massively good. I trade Gibson maybe on the high, depending on what you can get. You definitely need a wide receiver. Don't touch Josh Allen. Don't touch Kamara. Don't touch J-Rob. Try and trade Mixon or Gibson with Chenault or with Higgins. Try and get, Evans would be a good player to go get for potentially like, I wonder if you could get like a, Evans is a good player to go trade for. I don't know that I'd want to give Gibson for him straight up because you could probably get more. Try poking around at Evans. Try and get like a Tyreek Hill on the cheap using Gibson and Higgins or Gibson and Chenault. I would go Mixon for Hill. I would do something like that, but don't touch Kamara. Don't touch J-Rob. Don't touch Josh Allen. I like Chark. You can't get enough for Chark. Don't trade him. Good team, though. You could work with that, man. You can make that win. You got Herbert, Cook, Jacobs, DK, Ridley, Galladay, Dalton. Need a tight end bad. Gonna offer Jacobs for Clyde and Mark Andrews. Oh, good luck getting that, dude. If you get that, you're gonna be a genius at the end of the year, bro. I like that a lot. But I don't think you'll get that. That's wishful thinking, bro, but try. I'd send that in a heartbeat, though. In a heartbeat. Lamar for Stafford and Devontae Adams or Parker. Sometimes people spell that wrong. If it's Devontae Parker, then I would take Lamar in a heartbeat. If it's Adams, obviously forget about it. Get out of here. Outlaw, thank you. Thank you, Outlaw.
Thank you for the super.
Cousins versus Mayfield, rest of season. Mayfield. Dalton, no. Minshew, no. Mayfield, yes. And I don't say that with like excitement, but they're the better options, man. Okay, we're caught up. Time to go to the rankings, baby. It's rankings time. No, it's not. Give up on Gallup or go get Shepard on waivers. Give me another name, man. There's got to be a better option than both of those guys. I probably keep Gallup over him, but give me another name. There's got to be somebody else. Mixon might not play rest of season. True. Not according to everybody here. Jordan, I missed your super chat. Hold on, I'm looking, Jordan. Jordan with the 10 spot.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Thank you, Jordan. I have AB McCaffrey coming back. You're excited. Tell me you aren't excited, Jordan. Godwin. Oh, now you're not excited. Damn it, Godwin. Why can't Godwin and McCaffrey play in the same week for you? Drake. But you got Edmonds. Good job. And Kyler. I'm going to have to drop Goddard, for Hasty or Ayuk. Hasty. Go grab Hasty, man. And I probably start him over McKinnon, but use the news. You know, McKinnon's out. McKinnon, you know, we don't know what they're doing with McKinnon. We don't know if McKinnon's even on the team anymore. It's probably Hasty, bro. You probably start Hasty, and I like your team. You have AB, McCaffrey, dude. You're fine. It's a good team. I like it. It is rough, man, but you're set up to do well still. I wouldn't worry too much. You got a really good team. Next super chat from Steven. Try to get Andrews and Deontay for Mixon. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably do that. Mixon's hurt, man. You don't know what is going to happen with him. Andrews, you could argue. I mean, you could say you could get more, but a lot of people like Deontay. I didn't give him his the respect he deserved going into week 7. But that's not a horrible trade. Some people in here are going to get really mad and say that you can't get rid of Mixon for Andrews, and Andrews is a good tight end. And if you have the running back depth, I'd try and maybe get more if you can. But I mean, Andrews is good. It's a good walk back. I call that a walk back when you're not sure what you have. Like, you're walking back the value. You're gonna lose something, but it's a really safe walk back. It's like a safety net. You're basically just taking a tumble off of the Mixon debacle, the investment you made on Mixon. You're taking a tumble. You're forcing yourself to fall, but you're placing this very, very nice net. Does anyone know if CMC is playing Thursday? The word is he probably is looking like he's more likely to play than not at this point, but no one knows. Should I trade for a better back? Team is Herbert, Josh Allen, Zeke, Jacobs, D-Hop, AJ, Fant, Fulgham on 5 and 2. No. You've got 2 really good running backs. You can't really get out of that, man. You can't sell Zeke low. Jacobs is not going to get anything that he deserves to get you in a trade. I like the team. I'm not hating on that. I think you're 5 and 2. I think you could do well. Keep it. Keep your team. Keep your team, man. Should I drop Ryan for Wentz? Probably not. And I don't know. I don't trust Wentz, man. I don't really trust Ryan either, though. Can you trade either for Lamar somehow? Give up something? Can you trade either for Josh Allen? Give up something? That's what I'd do, bro. Tua or Mayfield? Probably Mayfield. We don't know what we're getting with Tua yet. I don't take that gamble. Mayfield's playing pretty decent, man. You have Godwin, Scary Terry, DJ Moore, Boyd, AB, Jonnu Smith got offered Kelsey for Terry and DJ Moore. Feels like a little much because I like DJ Moore a lot. I like Scary Terry a lot, but I do love Kelsey. Jonnu's good enough, man. I don't think I make that trade. I feel like I could use those 2 players to get somebody else and keep Jonnu. Would I trade Jonnu and DJ Moore for Kelsey but keep Scary Terry? Maybe. But I don't know that I'd do both players, man. That's a tough one. And Tom, thank you.
Thank you for the super
And Jay,
chat.
thank you.
May I have another?
Okay, time for the rankings portion of the show. Let's see. And I need to zoom in. Zoom. Okay. Let's do some rankings, shall we? Rankings time. Get my mic over here. let's get the rankings up. Okay. Here we go. Let's go with quarterbacks. Your number one quarterback moving forward. Make sure you read this. Mahomes. Who disagrees with me? Speak now. A lot of upset Kyler people. Kyler Murray, number 2. Number 2. Do we go with Lamar here? Do we go with Russell Wilson? Do we go with Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson? Who's next? Russell 3. Allen 3. I like Allen sneaky but I don't think I'm gonna rank him here. I'm gonna rank him a little lower, but hopefully he can be 3 or 4. But I think it's pretty safe to put Russell Wilson here. That's safe, plain and simple. You gotta go safe at number 3. I know a lot of people are giving up on Lamar. I am not. I'm buying. And I'm going to put a little box around him. Anytime I think you should go buy, I'm going to put a box around your mug on the board. Go buy Lamar. Do it now. Do it before it's too late. Okay, Josh Allen. I mean, there's a debate here. A-Rod, Josh Allen. Some would say Deshaun Watson, Brady. But I think Josh Allen for me at number 5. I don't need to write his full name. What am I doing? Josh Allen. Who's number 6? Brady? A-Rod? What do you guys think? I'm not letting you do this. These are my rankings. I'm just asking, trying to see where you guys fall into this, and then I'm going to tell you who I think. But at this point, super chat from Steven. Please don't. Hawk. Michael Hawk is on the up and up. And he's on the board. Not yet. He's getting close. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, that was Steven. Steven likes to always throw out the Michael Hawk reference. What's up, Bob? PC Bob. We got Brady, A-Rod, Brady, Hubert. A few Hubert votes. Tom the Terrific, A-Rod, 1 Tua, Herbert. I'm going to roll. God, this is kind of tough. They're all really close. I'm going to roll Brady. And you can argue with me all you want. I mean, it's very arguable. The only thing you can't argue is that it's not arguable. If you tell me it's not arguable at this point, I can argue that, but I'm not going to argue with you that you're wrong. It's very, very arguable. Herbert is coming up here. Curry with the super chat. Curry says, Bridgewater, Godwin, Galladay, AB, Ridley, Boyd, Jacobs, Jay Williams, Mixon, Gio, Scott, Edmonds, Waller, Jonnu trying to trade for a running back, been streaming QBs. Bro, can't sell Godwin hurt. You can't. I wouldn't sell Galladay. I keep Galladay. Can't sell Jacobs. Can't sell Mixon. You can't really. You can sell Boyd. Try to trade for a running back. Trade Boyd for JT somehow. Boyd's playing so good. Somebody might do it. Don't trade Ridley. Don't trade Galladay. Don't trade Jacobs. Let those guys get their value back. Edmonds and Boyd should land you a JT or somebody like that. Hey, my super chat didn't go through. Eric, let me look. Try sending again, Eric. You might have your permissions off, or your in super chats, your in-app purchases or whatever off. Brady sucks. He's old, says Jay. Come on, bro. Okay, where are we at? Brady. So we have A-Rod. Who are we going here? A-Rod, Watson, Herbert. A-Rod, Watson, Herbert. Get that super chat out of the way. Thank you, Curry. But I would definitely make a move like that. I appreciate the super chat. Blake with the super chat. I have both Allen and Murray. Should I trade one away? Of course, you should have done that weeks ago, Blake. You're missing points every week. If so, who should? You gotta go to teams. Blake, it's going to be hard because your only option when you have an extra quarterback like that, people don't trade for quarterbacks very often. You don't. I can't really give you a name like, JT, or, I mean, I could give you a name, but you need to go to the teams that are quarterback needy and then find out what players they have at running back, wide receiver, tight end. Bring those to me. I'll try and keep an eye out for your message, unless you super chatted again. But once you tell me who the QB needy teams are, who they have, then I can give you better advice. But odds of a guy I throw out being on a team that's QB needy is going to be slim. So come to me with that. Herbert, A-Rod. God, I'm having a tough time with this one. Is it Herbert or is it A-Rod? Herbert or A-Rod? What do you guys think? Smitty, I did trades and sent JT and Keenan Allen for Kenny Galladay and Clyde. JT and Keenan for Kenny. I like it. I like Clyde and Galladay. Where's Danucci, Smitty? He's coming. A-Rod, Herbert, Watson, Herbert, A-Rod. See, this is arguable. Don't come at me. Don't at me if you don't like what I pick here, because you guys are all over the map. You're welcome, Eric. Tommy Boy says, weak at wide receiver 2, Ayuk. See, this is how you write. Look at Tommy's shorthand. Makes it so much easier. Week 8, wide receiver 2, Ayuk or Lamb. Love the stream, Smitty. Thank you. I'm going to go Lamb, bro. I'm not giving up on Lamb. A lot of Hubert votes. Missed my super chat, Steven said. Clyde for Gurley. Clyde, bro. Steven said Burrow. Thank you, Steven. I didn't miss it. I did see it, actually. Herbert. Damn. This is tough. I'm going to say Rodgers. This is no disrespect to Herbert. There's a lot of good players. A-Rod. 8. Herbert. So crazy. Rookie quarterback in the top 8. And some of you are mad that he's not higher. Watson. Who am I missing? I reserve the right to redo this if I'm missing somebody big. I'm spitballing it. A-Rod, Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson. I think I'm doing pretty good here. I don't think I'm leaving anybody out. Burrow. Burrow? Who do we put here? Big Ben. Tannehill's definitely an option. I feel like, yeah, Matt Ryan's an option, but I'm not going to pick him. What do I look like? An a-hole? Big Ben? No Jimmy G, Noah. Couple Tannehill votes. What's up, Dylan? Jacobs, Mixon, AJ Brown for Hopkins, A. Jones, Higgins. I take the Hopkins and A. Jones side, I think, bro. Tannehill, Wentz. No Wentz. What do I look like? An a-hole? I think I'm going to go Burrow. Landry. Landry. Let's go Landry. I think he's the most accurate quarterback left. Landry. Oh, God. Come on, Smitty. Move on. No one cares. I can never make anybody happy. I can never make the majority of people happy. Burrow? There's your top 10. Mahomes, Kyler, Wilson, Lamar, Josh Allen, Thomas Brady, A-Rod, Hubert, Watson, and Burrow. And I don't feel ultra confident in that last one. Let's go, Montana. Let's go on to running backs. Montana. Bob, we were kidding with Landry because he throws more touchdowns and incompletions than some of the starters in the league right now. Okay, running backs. Running back time. What to do? What to do? Kamara, Christian McCaffrey. No Mixon. What do I look like? CMC, baby. And for you in the back, it's now moving forward. We're not worrying about what happened in weeks 1 through 7. This is big boy rankings rest of season. If you don't like big boy rankings, then this may not be the place for you. They aren't cookie cutter. I'm going to be bold. I'm not going off what your grandma thinks. I'm not going off what you think. I'm going off what I think. I'm predicting. And Christian McCaffrey is the player I would pick 1.01 for week 8 on. That's me. May not be your cup of tea. Sorry, we got a couple of super chats. Let's see here. Let's see. Rich with the super.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
That was delayed. Thank you, Rich. You awesome SOB. You traded Lamar plus Gibson for Kamara and Jimmy G. I don't love Jimmy G as your starter, so I don't know if you have another quarterback. But I probably like the Kamara side though, as long as you have a different quarterback. Traded Carson, CeeDee Lamb for McCaffrey. That one's sick, bro. That guy needs to take a major lap on that one. McCaffrey. You traded Carson and CD for McCaffrey and Golladay. It's insane. Great. Burrow, CMC, Kamara, Galladay, Godwin, AB, Andrews, Judy. Burrow is your quarterback. Okay, I got you. Christian McCaffrey. I'm putting it together. I'm piecing it all together. I mean, it is a paragraph. But, bro, you super chatted, so I appreciate you. Burrow, I like your team, dude. Christian McCaffrey, Kamara, Galladay, Godwin's going to be back. Don't worry. AB will take over in the meantime. Hold my beer. AB's getting out there. Andrews, I'd take that team into battle anytime, Rich. As long as you're in the mix, bro, I'd put my money on you in a 14-team PPR, bro. That is crazy. I like it. And I just saw it was 14 teams, too. That's insane. Smell. I'm not reading these. Lewis. I'm not reading these, Steven. You're not getting me in trouble, Steven. Okay, back to the rankings. CMC. Kamara. Let's put Kamara, though. Stop screwing around. 3. Is it Derrick Henry? Cook, Henry, Cook, Henry. Some say A. Jones. A lot of A. Jones owners are going to get upset at me. I didn't have Aaron Jones number 3 when I did this about 3 weeks ago, and I got chastised. You guys were so upset. I don't know if you guys are going to see him as number 3 anymore. Henry. I agree. Derek mother freaking Henry, even in PPR. I like Dalvin Cook. Next. I like Aaron Jones, I think, next. These are rest of season rankings. Again, my rankings, how I see it. You may not see it the same way, and that's okay. We're all made different. Hasty. Bell. Mixon. Get Mixon out of here. What do I look like, an a-hole? Mixon. Aaron Jones. Okay. Number 6 and number 7. We've got Clyde. We've got Jacobs. We've got Kareem Hunt. We have Elliott. James Robinson. Good one. Good one, Steven. Thank you, Steven. Where's Mixon? we're only at number 5. You're gonna really ask where's
Excuse me, Smitty. Where's Mix? I don't see Mixon in your top 5.
like it's that obvious. ETN. I love it. Edmonds. J-Rob. J-Rob will be in the top 10, bro. Uzi. How am I sleeping on Mixon? He's not even playing right now. I get so much Mixon grief. I can't even tell you. One of these days I'm just going to put Mixon at number 1. Just so I can stop hearing it. Mixon's hurt. We don't even know. Oh. Still love you, Uzi. Uzi, you're still my bro. Nick Chubb when he gets back, I don't know, man. Monte Ball. I love Monte Ball. I'm going to admit that. Trent Richardson, too. I like Trent Richardson, and he did nothing. Monte Ball, I like Monte Ball. Moreno, I like Moreno, too. Okay. So I think at this point I'm just going to go CEH. I don't care what anybody says. Buy low. Remember the square boxes, right? Right? I put a square box around the buy lows. CMC is 1. You know you like that. Elliott. Elliott's coming up. I know we're all freaking out about Elliott. It's panic time. but panic time down to number 7, I'm okay with that. I'm going Elliott. Can you read that? Elliott. And I'm going to put a box around him, even though I would sell him and buy him low. It depends on his value. He's a buy low and a sell. Posner, where have you been, bro? I have Slayton as my wide receiver 4 behind A.J. Brown, Boyd, and Hollywood Brown. Should I drop Slayton and pick up Shepard or A.J. Green? No. Those aren't the moves that I'm going to say is going to win a league. JT, Robinson. What kind of player can you get for A.J. Brown? Try Jonathan Taylor and something. 7. I'd try Jonathan Taylor, something like that. How could you pay for his advice? First of all, thanks, Brian. I have feelings too. And you think I'm new to this, Brian? Come on, bro. Jacobs, J-Rob. What on this is making you say that, Brian? What on here are you so unhappy about that's so off base? This is so arguable. You could argue any one of these. You could argue this is too low or too high. You could argue this is too low or too high. You could argue he's number 2 or 6. You could argue he's injury prone and doesn't belong here, or that he belongs at 2. You could argue Kamara's 1. You could argue that McCaffrey is a big risk. You could argue this all over the map. Brian's probably not even talking to me. Mixon. No. Ethan, because we love Clyde Edwards-Helaire around these parts, man. Okay. Jacobs. So, we've got Elliott. So we have left on the board Jacobs. We have Taylor, Hunt, J-Rob. I think I'm going to go J-Rob here. J-Rob. Who disagrees with that? I like Hunt. Noah, not only is Clyde over Mixon, Mixon's not even sniffing my top 10 at all. Have you checked the news? He's hurt. Carson's hurt too. No. Gurley's arguable at 10. I'll admit that. Sanders, but he's hurt, is arguable at 10. Jacobs, I think, is a good. Hunt and Jacobs, I think, are my next 2. Or Taylor, Jonathan Taylor. Jacobs, I know everyone's worried about him. Hunt and JT. That's my top 10. Christian McCaffrey, number 1. Kamara, 2. Derrick Henry, 3. Dalvin Cook, 4. Aaron Jones, 5. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 6. Zeke Elliott, 7. J-Rob, 8. Jacobs, 9. Hunt and JT, Jonathan Taylor tied for the 10 spot. This is, again, week 8. Rest of season has nothing to do with what anybody's done in the past. You don't get anybody's previous points. You're going from week 8 on, drafting today in a brand new league. This is a great buy low. This is a great buy low, Ellis. And you can say I'm sleeping on Jacobs, but a lot of people didn't even want to put him here in the chat. So I'm not sleeping on him as much as other people, and I'm admitting he's a great buy low. No, Noah.
Where's Edmonds?
Like, you could argue it, but to act like Edmonds is missing. Oh, God. Why no love for Connor? He's in the mix, man, but Connor's, hard to trust. I rank Clyde there because, and I've got a lot of content on that all over the place. Like every video has like 20 minutes of Clyde, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it because I have so much of it out there. But the bottom line is he's not going away. Like, no one asked that question after week 6. Why is Clyde? Because I did something similar. Why is Clyde so high? Nobody asked anything about why Clyde is so high. You give him a snow game where he still scores a touchdown, looks elusive in the snow, doesn't get enough carries because he's scripted out, and drops, it's his fault, drops another touchdown, would have had 2 touchdowns. No one would be talking about why is Clyde so high if he had caught his second touchdown. But it's funny how, and I don't mean any disrespect to your comment, but it is funny how everybody from week to week in the chat, like you can notice when people, if he has a good game, everyone is excited. He has one bad game, and it wasn't even that horrible. It just, he didn't get the volume. It was a snow game. It happens. And everybody's doubting him at 6'7" running back range. I would understand wanting J-Rob at 6 and calling Jacobs, Hunt, JT, Clyde, and Elliott all the risky bunch, and J-Rob more of the secure. I could get behind that. I could put J-Rob at 6. I could go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, re-rank this, and J-Rob be number 6 overall. I'm not locking this in without any room for moving these players around. I don't stick to my guns no matter what happens, no matter what information comes my way. I might be inclined to move J-Rob to number 5 later. This is just how I feel right now. J-Rob's probably the most undervalued player below Aaron Jones. I can admit that. Jacobs has a lot of value as well, but he also has a lot of risk. Schedule, how they use him. Hunt has Chubb coming back. JT isn't getting the volume. Elliott, we don't know what the hell's going to happen. In Dallas, they suck. Their defense is horrible. We don't know who's quarterbacking from week to week. And Clyde, you're worried about Bell. I get it. I'm not worried about Bell. Clyde's going to have a ton of work, and he looked good. I'm missing Chris Hogan. Okay. On to the wide receivers here at the Fantasy Football Show. Wide receiver time. This is where it's going to get completely unraveled. I'm actually shocked that I'm not getting more pushback all over the place. You guys, it's funny. I'm glad I have thick skin. If any one of you were to do a rankings and you realize how hard it is to get even 50 to 60% of the people to agree with it enough not to be like, what the hell are you doing at number 7, 8, 4? No matter what I do, all you Mixon lovers out there that are like, what about Mixon? If I put Mixon where all of you are asking me to put Mixon, the rest of you would have a problem with it. If I put J-Rob at number 6, like a lot of you wanted, an equal amount of you would be like, why is J-Rob so high? Like, it's try and please all the people all the time. You snagged Antonio Brown. Nice work. Adams, Hopkins, MT, Ridley, AJ Brown. I like it, Martin. All right. Thank you, Thank you, Dom. Okay. Sleeping on Mixon? No, I'm not, Tannehill. He's hurt. Cameron, super chat. 12 team PPR. You have Henry, Edmonds, Henderson, Boyd, AB, Godwin, Deontay, DJ Moore, Ridley, Allen Robinson, Minshew. What wide receiver do I trade for? You could trade Edmonds and like Deontay for. I'll go after Tyreek Hill, man. He's the biggest name wide receiver. We're getting into wide receivers right now, so I'm going to try and give you some advice right now as we go. So Edmonds, Boyd, and Deontay are your pieces. Don't trade Ridley. Don't trade DJ Moore. Don't trade Henry. You might need a running back before you need a wide receiver. I don't know why you're looking for... Okay, thank you for the super chat, and this is where we're going to get into the wide receivers. Moving forward from week 8 on, I'm going to go with Adams. Adams, Hopkins. I think you got to go MT here. You're taking a little bit of a gamble. We don't know how healthy he is. We don't know what's going on. But I'm willing to take that chance because it's my rankings, and I'm a dice roller. I rolled the die. Man, who do I go here? Being silent, I'm thinking. I think Hill's gonna start popping off. Still a good buy low for whatever freaking reason. You can still buy him. I don't know about low, but you can still buy MT at a price you probably shouldn't get him at, and you can still buy Tyreek Hill because he has upside of up here and you're buying him super low. Let's see here. Higgins. Okay, we're at the range where we need to start talking about Julio. We need to start ranking and thinking about Galladay. Evans is kind of a big risk. He's more of a guy you take later in hopes that you could get that. Diggs needs to be in the conversation, right? And then there's a drop off. I mean, you could say Lockett. Some people would put Lockett. Galladay, Julio, Galladay. Yeah, stop with the Thielen stuff, okay? I don't even want to see Thielen. Please don't put Julio on the list. It's so funny how many people in here, I'm just glancing at the messages, are angry at me. And I think I saw a comment in there, I don't remember who it was. Don't worry, I don't remember who said it, so you don't have to feel like I'm going to call you out. It was like, someone said laughable Julio isn't in the top 7. Really? Like, Julio has been banged up. Ridley's been elite. And Ryan and the Falcons have been horrible. I think there's room to put Julio in the 4 to 8 range. I don't think there's anything wrong with you. There's nothing laughable about putting Julio at 4. Like, if you put Julio at 4, I wouldn't say that's laughable. Putting him at 7 or 8 is not laughable either. It's funny. God, when he's hurt. Ah, man. This is moving forward, guys. Doesn't matter what anybody did in weeks 1 through 7. So I understand a lot of you like Thielen, and if I had to draft using the weeks 1 through 6 stats or 1 through 7 on top of this thinking, Thielen would be in my top 10, in my top 7, top 8, top 5, because you get to use what he did. We're not doing that. We're ranking from here on out. If you believe Thielen's going to be a top 10 wide receiver from here on out, I have no problem with that. It's hilarious when people have a problem with someone's rankings. I don't understand it. Have you guys not ever ranked in front of somebody else before? Have you guys never shared your rankings before? And I don't mean to get all crazy on you today, but it is hilarious how angry or how off base somebody can say or suggest your rankings are because they're not in agreement with you. Like, not everybody's going to have Thielen in their top 7, and that's okay. If you have him 2, I'm not even mad at you. If you've got Thielen 2 or 3 like Noah, I'm proud of you. Be bold. But I don't get how, if my rankings don't line up with yours, it's some big crazy mess. Yeah, the chat is about the riot. This is why it's fun to me. I don't care. I have very thick skin. I've been doing this 16 years. But this is almost like getting political. When you do a ranking show, or on Instagram, if I post my top 10 quarterbacks, top 10 wide receivers, top 10, you're right. It's like a riot. It's like posting a political post. You would think that I posted something about voting for the president or not voting for the president. It gets that crazy. People don't know how to see past their own mind, their own mindset, they can't look past their own evaluation process. They can only see what they think they see. Oh my God, Thielen's top 5. If you don't think that, you're an absolute animal. You're a monster. You're an absolute monster. like when I put DK at 4 instead of Ridley, I had so many people saying DK at 4, DK at 4, and I put DK at 4 because I believe that, not because you guys said it. And I could go either way on these, actually. But as soon as I did that, after so many people wanted DK, a wave of people come in and go, DK over Ridley? Oh. Uzi, it's not that I don't think Thielen can be that good. It's very, very close. From 5 until 12, you can make arguments. So, again, it's not that I don't like Thielen. It's not that I wouldn't draft Thielen at 10. Like, the bottom line is, if you're in a draft, Uzi, no one's going to take Thielen in the top 7 wide receivers. No one. I mean, maybe you value him there, but even you won't, because ADP on Thielen, if we're drafting today, would not be in the top 2 rounds. Nowhere close to the top 2 rounds. And you would know that with ADP data, Uzi. So you would be able to take advantage and hit a home run drafting Thielen. If you really believe he's going to be that good, you wouldn't waste your pick and draft him super early. No one's going to draft Thielen or rank him there. No one. But Noah. Galladay, I like Galladay too. I love them. I like Dalvin Cook. It has nothing to do with the Vikings. Oh man, what do I do here? It is recency bias. Parker, Got a Lockett vote. Diggs. I like Diggs. A lot of people say Tyreek too low, then I get a Tyreek's overrated. It's all over the map. Do you guys not see what you're doing? You're fighting amongst each other. and you're angry because the rankings don't jive exactly how you want them. This is fun. Godwin, Lockett, A-Rob. Let's see here. I'm going to go... eight. This 10 spot. So I went Julio 8, Galladay 9. This 10 spot's going to be tricky. I mean, of course, I think Evans could be there, but you don't draft in there. You don't have to draft in there. People are doubting him like crazy. I would definitely take him as like a buy low later. Diggs, maybe. I'm feeling Diggs here. Cameron with the super chat. Thanks, Cameron. Let me throw your questions on screen. Ellis, thank you for the super chat. Cameron, thank you for the super chat. Alfredo, thank you for the super chat. I'll answer those right now. Here you go. Former teammates are sharing the 10 spot. Thielen and Diggs. How's that? Diggs, Thielen, Diggs. I didn't put that in any particular order. You can't even see it. There we go. Thielen and Diggs. There you go, buddies. You really put Hill at 11? I don't. Peter, I'm not sure who you're talking to. Hill is right here at number 7. AB, okay, so Boyd, AB, Godwin, Deontay, Robinson need to trade one who? Need running back, trade who? I would trade, I mean, Deontay if you can, man. Because you could sell him high, or Boyd. Go after JT, go after Jacobs. Those are probably the two best buy low running backs. Doobie, Claypool not yet, man. Claypool is like what, deep sleeper. He wouldn't be anywhere near the top 10, but I mean I like him as like a wide receiver 3 with a ton of upside. Okay, so there we go. Oh, Ellis. Ellis said wide receiver 10, Jacob Myers, Bell, Mecole Hardman. Wide receiver 10 through 13. What? Wide receiver 10 through 13, Jacob Myers, Bell. I don't know what that means, man. Is that like around 10 through 13? Out of this list, I like Lev Bell most for this year. If it's got keeper value, I like Mecole Hardman more. But in the same respect, if you can use Bell now, even in a keeper, if that's a 10 or a 13 rounder, I don't know. He might have value next year. Who knows? I'm not quite sure what you meant, but I definitely for this year I rank Bell first. If it's for the future only, I rank Mecole Hardman first. Harris, Kelly, Scott. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Harris, Kelly, Scotty Miller, Corey Davis, Flex. I guess Scotty Miller, man, he's been doing well, and Godwin's out, so that'd be a pretty easy call for me, I think. I don't know that it'll work out. That's one of those coin toss calls each week. All right, so there you go. Adams 1, Hopkins 2, Mike Thomas 3, DK Metcalf or Ridley. I'm kind of torn on that one, 4 and 5. So we could go Ridley DK or DK Ridley at 4 and 5. AJ Brown 6, Tyreek Hill 7, Tyreek Hill is a buy low because I got a box around him. Ridley's a buy low. I have a box around him. Galladay, you might still be able to buy a little bit low. And Diggs, you could buy low. So Hill's number 7, Julio 8, Galladay 9, Adam Thielen and Diggs and Adam Thielen 10. Pick whoever you like. I'm just going to go top 5 tight ends. This is fun. It's like we had a political debate tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could this get the most heated? Could this get the most heated? The Mixon lovers are passionate. Kittle, Kelsey, Kittle. Kittle, Kelsey, Kittle. What we doing here? Yeah, fantasy football is more controversial at times. Gronk. Waller. Kelsey, Kittle, Waller. What's funny is that I literally, no matter what I pick here, I would have complaints in the top 3. There's no way I could ever get this without having, even if you're picking like obvious choices. Kelsey, Kittle. This is tough. Like the drop off is real right here. Jonnu. I mean, as much as you want to doubt him or worry about him vanishing, Jonnu's so capable of being like a 2 TD guy at any moment. Smitty, if Eifert's not in your top 3, Uzi. Where is that? Shoot, it went away. I was trying to grab your comment and put it. Here it is. Uzi, if Eifert's not in your top 3, I swear. Burton. See, look, we already got some complaints. Kittle. Some people like Kittle. I don't blame you for liking Kittle more than Kelsey. It was something I thought about for a second, but Kelsey's my number 1. Gronk, Fant, Jonnu. Where's Jimmy Grandpa? Gronk's coming along though. But I wouldn't rank him here, but I like him. OJ Howard. I'm kind of thinking Jonnu. But we could go like Jonnu. We could go Smith, Fant. We'll do a tie here. Make everybody gets a second place trophy. Everybody. Except for Everett. I'm not putting Everett here yet, people. A Gronk, I guess? So funny, Gronk was like... I like Hawkinson too. I think Hawkinson starts tearing it up. Hunter Henry. We're going to do a big old tie. Henry. Hawkinson. We're gonna do a 10-way tie. Hawkinson and Gronk. Alright, so in review, Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews, Waller, and a 75-person tie with Jonnu, Fant, Hunter Henry, Hawkinson, Gronk. But honestly, if any of you have a problem with the order of any of these guys, you need to take an immediate lap right now, because these are all so freaking arguable. It would drive me nuts to see that in the chat right now. Uzi. You forgot Logan Thomas. Jared Cook should be there. I don't know about that Tommy boy. I think he's arguable. Tony Gonzalez. Get it over the middle. that was like taking a 25-year-old dump. Where's my zoom? Where's my zoom? Wow. Where's my mic? My mic, my zoom. Defensive rankings. I don't think so, bro. I'm done. I've been live for 1 hour and a half. An hour and a half. Battling it out on my own chat. Super chat. Sorry about that. Make a look. And don't worry, I took no offense by anybody's comments. Rankings are tough. I know it's tough on everybody, especially if you guys are invested in players and you see your player not ranked as high as you want. I know it upsets you. I don't blame you. I think I have them all. Boyd, AB, Gali, Deontay, trade who? I got that one. So Cameron, trade Boyd, trade, is that A-Rob? Allen Robinson. AB, you might get a lot for, but if you need a running back, go after JT, go after Jacobs, man. I got this one. Corey Davis, yeah, Scotty Miller. And Ellis. Did I miss someone else's super chat? What super chat did I miss? Can someone paste the super chat? I don't see it. Repaste your super chat if I missed it. It's time for bed. That was your new one? Hit the thumbs up, people. 216 in the room. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. J. Myers, Bell, Mikkel should be ranked 10 to 13. I got you, okay. For wide receivers. I got you. Thank you, Ellis, for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. I'm out of here for the night. What did I tell you about Tampa Bay? What a defense, right? Tampa Bay is a good defense. In and out one, we're raking hamburgers. In and out one. Anybody have rallies? Is that only in Arizona? Rallies? Rallies is pretty good. There's a couple local places that I think I could throw out there, but you wouldn't know them. Probably only one location. I think it's in and out, and then that's it. Top 5 movies. You guys need a Netflix show? I'll give you my top 5 Netflix shows to go watch. Or one. Actually, these aren't Netflix. These are all over. Banshee. Doobie knows. This is Prime. Ozark's pretty good. I don't know if I put it 2, but Netflix. Oh, I know. If you haven't seen this show, I'm so jealous that you get to watch this and have like all this viewing goodness, and it's all over for me. They actually are coming out with another season, I believe. But it's called what's it called? Damn it. Cobra Kai is pretty good. I'm watching that right now. Kingdom. Or no, Last Kingdom. 4 is Kingdom on Netflix. And then 5 if you haven't seen Spartacus. Is that how you spell Spartacus? These are the shows that you need to watch. Ozark. Go watch Ozark on Netflix. If you need a new show, I am better at TV and movies than I am fantasy football. So if you need a new show, Banshee on Amazon Prime. So legit. It's like Breaking Bad meets Fargo, then you put it on steroids, and then light it on fire. It's so lit. These Tannehill, I'm not ranking the obvious ones like Sopranos and Breaking Bad. These are go watch. You've never seen them maybe before. I love Breaking Bad. It's the #1 show probably ever. So we're on the same page, Tannehill's dad. I know you think I need more sleep and I need to go to bed, but I'm not ranking obvious stuff here. Banshee, go see it. Go watch it. Go stream it. Amazon Prime. Go do it now. Last Kingdom is like a Vikings type movie. TP, go watch Last Kingdom and I want you to tell me after like 3 or 4 episodes what you think. I guarantee you you're gonna be like, Smitty, I'm so glad you told me about Last Kingdom. I'm so glad. Ozark song. Ozark's good. I think they canceled it though. Kingdom on Netflix is a MMA TV show. It's not a documentary. It's like a fake show, but it's really, really good. And Spartacus, I don't know if I spelled that right. Spartacus, I think it's right. On Netflix is pretty damn good. Animal Kingdom is pretty good. One more season of Ozark, then they canceled that son of a bee. And then if you want like a sleeper, this is it. Nobody's gonna. No, people don't listen to me on this one. I've told about 10,000 people to watch this. Nobody watches it. Nobody watches it. Borgia. Not the Borgias. It's actually a Showtime version of the same concept. But singular, one word, Borgia. You could probably download it on Amazon, on Netflix or Apple iTunes right now, and I don't know where you can find the seasons. It's probably the best show I've ever seen that I was not expecting, that I got so hooked on. And Cesare Borgia, one of the main characters, is literally the best character ever created on TV. Ever. He's so dynamic and starts to evolve. He's like a nothing at first. You don't even know he's the main character, really. Such a good show. Last Kingdom was phenomenal. But go watch Borgia. Try and figure it out where to find it. But it's so good. It's about the Borgia Pope. It's a real true story. Probably exaggerated here and there, but the Borgia Pope was, they consider his family to be the first crime family before the mafia. They were literally there's so much like craziness that this family does, and they control everything and just knock people off left and right and get away with everything. And it's a true story about the Borgia Pope and how corrupt the Borgia Pope was. Nobody knows that there was a pope that was literally like the most corrupt, like mafia like person. His family was mafia type of feel to it. They're not mafia. They're what is he? What is his back? I think he's I forget the background of the guy, but I don't think Borgia's on Netflix though. You might have to get it on like Apple iTunes or try and find another way to find it. But Borgia, singular, one word, guarantee. If you commit to it, you got to give it like 2 or 3 episodes. You can't just give up after one, because it tells the first episode or two very slow. All right, I'm out of here. I appreciate you. Take it easy. Appreciate you. Thank you for all the super chats. Good luck with all your ad drops. If you're still doing that, you're trading. I will be back Thursday night for a live, most likely. And I should have a video tomorrow night anyway. I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.